Hi, I'm Kid Bowman. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad to see you for joining me on this brand new video. So also welcome to my channel as well. And I will be doing another video for you guys. I'm glad you enjoyed my previous videos so far. I really appreciate you for leaving comments and subscribe to my channel. You guys are awesome. So first of all, I'll show a book I'll go read to you. I have got Disney Winnie the Pooh for Blustery Day. It's quite interesting. Look at this hardcover. So this is a classic Disney storybook. So what I tend to do, I go to read by words. I show some pictures each page. That's quite interesting to see. Okay, shall I begin with you guys? So sit back, relax and enjoy. It was one of these blustery days in the 100 Acre Wood, and Winnie the Pooh was sitting in his thoughtful spot. This was his special place for sitting and thinking. Pooh was wondering what to do when he suddenly thought, "Why, it's Wednesday. This is my favourite day for visiting friends. I think I'll start with Piglet." Piglet lived in a very fine house in a large beech tree. When Pooh arrived, Piglet was sweeping leaves away from the front door. "I don't mind the leaves that are leaving. It's leaves that are coming that bother me," said Piglet. "Happy Wednesday, Piglet," said Pooh, but Piglet didn't have time to say anything back to Pooh. Just then, a gust of wind blew very hard and lifted Piglet into air. Help me, Pooh!" he cried. Pooh made a grab, but only caught the end of Piglet's scarf. The scarf began to unruffle like a ball of string. Piglet flew like a kite, while Pooh held on to one end of her scarf and ran as fast as he could go. Piglet flew over fields and hedges. They crashed right through Eeyore's house and Rabbit's carrot patch. "Happy Wednesday, Rabbit." "Happy Wednesday, Eeyore," shouted Pooh. Then an even gust of wind lifted Pooh right off the ground. The wind blew so hard that Pooh and Piglet blew right up to Owl's treetop time. Owl saw them at the window, waving. He couldn't believe his eyes. Very few of Owl's friends could climb so high up the tree. So it was a special treat for him to have visitors. Well, said Owl, "this is a nice surprise. Do come in for a cup of tea." He opened the window and Pooh and Piglet flew in. Happy Wednesday, Owl," said Pooh. The wind was shaking Owl's home backwards and forwards. Then it blew so hard that the house with Owl, Piglet and Pooh and Piglet inside fell to the ground with a mighty crash. All of their friends from 100 Acre Wood came running to help. "I don't think that we'll ever be able to fix it," said Christopher Robin, shaking his head. Eeyore was shaking his head too. If you ask me," he said. "When the house looks like two, but I found one for you." Everyone thought that was a very good idea. The friends sat around and waited for Eeyore to return. It got later and later, but still here was no sign of him. Christopher Robin yawned and decided that was time for bed. The very blustery day turned into a very blustery night. Outside of Piglet's Pooh's house, it rained and rained. Inside Pooh had a very anxious sort of night filled with anxious noises. When Pooh woke up, the water was very deep and Hundred Acre Wood was flooded. Pooh thought that it would eat some honey before it floated away. He was licking out the bottom of a honey pot when the water floated him right out of the door with his head stuck inside the pot. When Piglet woke up, he discovered water was coming in through the window. He wrote a note that read, "Help me, Piglet." Piglet put the note in the bottle and watched it float out of the window and out of sight. Then Piglet floated out of the window out of sight. Christopher Robin lived on a hill where the water could not reach. So that is where everyone from 100 Acre Wood gathered. Tigger, Rabbit, Kangaroo and Roo arrived in the umbrella. Al was keeping watch from a tree, but there was no sign of Pooh and Piglet. It was Roo who spotted the floating bottle with Piglet's note inside. Christopher Robin read out the note and Al flew off into the wood to search for Piglet. "Tell him we'll rescue him as soon as we can," cried Christopher Robin. As he flew over the flood, Al saw Pooh and Piglet floating in the water. They were not far from Christopher Robin's hill. Piglet was standing on a chair, and Pooh was still upside down in his honey pot. Everyone was waiting at the edge of the water as Pooh and Piglet floated in. "Well done, Pooh," said Christopher Robin. "You have saved Piglet's life. You are a hero." I am?" asked Pooh. Christopher Robin said that as soon as the flood was over, he would give a hero's party for Pooh. Finally, the rain stopped and Christopher Robin gave the hero's party. Everyone was there except Eeyore. He arrived late. "I found out a house," he said. "Follow me." So they all followed Eeyore through the 100 Acre Wood. He led them right to Piglet's fine house in a big tree. Eeyore stood in the front of Piglet's door and asked everyone to take a good look at Al's fine new home. But everyone looked at Piglet. "Well," said Christopher Robin, this is just a house for Al. What do you think, Piglet?" Then Piglet did a noble thing. "Yes," he said, "this is just a house for Eeyore and I hope he will be very happy in it." Pooh looked at his little friend and whispered in Piglet's ear, "That was a noble thing you did." Then Pooh said loudly, "Piglet, you can come and live with me." So Christopher Robin gave it a party for two heroes. Pooh was a hero for saving Piglet's life, and Piglet was a hero for giving Al a fine home. Everyone had a lovely party, and the blustery day turned out to be not so bad after all. The end. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video when I read this Winnie the Pooh and Blustery Day. So far, I hope you like it. And so this year we highly dedicated to celebrate the wonderful 100 years of Disney since animation studios was found back in 1923. So guys, so remember, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit this notification, and don't miss out the future contents. Always don't miss out the new videos as well. Please, you can also look at my social media is Twitter, Pinterest, TikTok and Instagram. Please support me there if you prefer to. That'd be really brilliant. So like, comment, share, subscribe, always appreciate it. Well, that's it for all guys, and please stay tuned for another read out video in the future. In the meantime, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys see you later, and thank you ever so much.